Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Derek Austin's Level Up Travel. You know I love to talk about points, miles, rewards, credit cards in general. Also love to talk about the programs like the hotel programs, airline programs, the credit card programs like American Express, membership rewards points, Chase, Ultimate Rewards, City thank you points, and Capital One miles. And of course, one of my favorites, the US Bank Altitude Reserve points as well. Also love to talk about travel, but today I am going to talk about, I guess, a little about myself, personal side, and what redemptions I've been doing, and that's really it. So first on the personal side, back in February 4th, my company announced a layoff of the entire sales force. We were getting severance pay and WARN rule, 2 months WARN rule, plus I ended up getting paid for like 6 months or something like that. Maybe probably more like 5 months. 5 months of pay. But you know, really stressful, interviewing like crazy. Finally got another job that is starting really soon here in July that I'm pumped up for. Ends up being a really big blessing. Got severance pay and then ended up be able to spend more time with my wife and my little 8-month-old baby, but it ended up being a blessing. Got a better job in the long run and all good on that. But we've been in temporary living. My lease went up on my apartment and back in like start of May, and first, here's some redemptions I did. So spent a whole bunch of days in the Marriott, used a lot of those free nights, those 35,000 point free nights and points as well. I took advantage one time with the, stay 5 days, only pay for 4 with Marriott, did that. So stayed a whole bunch of days with Marriott. I think it was like, ended up being 14 days between my free nights, my wife's free nights, and some points that I had with Marriott. So used really all of them. I got like 10,000 back, but that was a big redemption, 14 days, and it was kind of like necessary living, so we stayed in like a townhouse suites, kind of like they have sink, microwave, stovetop, things like that. So it's a little bit more closer to like an apartment, but still had things missing, so anyway, that was okay, a little small space. Then we moved to a Vacasa. That was a really awesome place, and it was a really pretty big apartment, and we stayed there for another 2 weeks. I used Vacasa points, actually Wyndham Rewards points to stay at Vacasa for, I think it was 14 days straight. And then we've been staying at an Airbnb for a month, and we got almost a month left. It actually is 60 days straight. So at the end, when we will be moving out of here. So in the meantime, got a new job, got approved for a house. We found a house. We got offer accepted, and at the end of the month, we'll be moving into our new house. So everything's going really well. So we talked about 2 redemptions and a lot of things what's going on in my personal life, and that's probably one of the reasons I haven't really posted very many videos. Just a lot going on, a lot of interviewing, a lot of looking for houses and stuff like that. So many things going on. I got a little baby as well. Just a lot of stuff takes my time, and hopefully in the future I can put some more videos up. Another big one has been using my US Bank Altitude Reserve. My company car was my car. Now I got a new company car coming, but in the meantime, I was renting through economy bookings, which was really cheap for like for 1 month rentals. I had a real small car, economy car for like, it was like $700 a month. So I had it for 1 month. Then I switched over to a big SUV, opposite side of the spectrum, right? A Tahoe, and got it for $950 on economy booking. So they only go to airports, so they don't have like those bookings don't have like Enterprise in town or Hertz in town. It just will be the ones at the airport, but really great deals. So I did that for a couple months. Lately, I just been doing the rates went really high on the rental, so I've been doing Uber around, and that's where I've been redeeming a lot of my Altitude Reserve points. So that's one way you can redeem your Altitude Reserve points. It'll just come up on your phone. You'll get a text from Real-Time Rewards when you make it, and it'll say if it's a $10 ride, it'll be like 600 and something points. to get that $10 ride, and it says, do you want to redeem it? And you say yes, and you get it at 1.5 cents per point. Been doing that quite a bit. Also, even when I don't want to take a ride, I've been just booking it and canceling it and just getting a credit over. And it's one way to redeem it. Always, you can basically redeem anything, right? Because you could just do a whole bunch of Uber rides that you never take. You cancel it before anyone can even take it, right? You book it for $30, cancel it immediately, right? And you get the whole credit back, and then Uber gives the money back because you didn't actually get the ride. You get fully refunded. If you take too long though, and I'm not saying 5 minutes, like the driver's on the way, it's usually like a $6 charge, like $5.95 charge to cancel it. So you don't want to do that. But it's another great way to use real-time rewards, special rewards. The other way I always told you to redeem the altitude reserve points is book a flight. You have 24 hours to cancel it, and if you do, then you'll get the full credit for whatever the flight was, but then you don't actually have to take the flight. The pending charge will go away. You'll still have the credit, and it's always a redemption. So in reality, you just can constantly get, as long as you have the points, of course, you can constantly just redeem it at 1.5 cents per point. Just remember that you have to have the full amount of whatever charge it is. It's $10. You got to have at least like 600 and something points to actually be able to redeem it. If it's a $100 flight, you have to have like 6,500 or something like that, whatever 1.5 cents per point is, to redeem it. So you always have to have enough points to redeem it to actually get the redemption. Just keep that in mind, guys. So if you do like a $1,000 flight, but you only have $750 worth of points, it won't even come up, and it can't be a redemption, okay? You'll never get that back. You'll get 3 times the points for booking it with your altitude reserve, but you won't get you won't be able to redeem it because you don't have enough points, and it won't let you have a partial. It won't give you 750 of it. You have to have the full amount. Even if it's penny more, it will not work, okay? So those are redemptions I've been doing. I've been trying to put as much as I can on this card out of my spend, 4.5% cash back. It's a situation I'm in right now. But that's going to change. I think in like a year I'm going to want to travel a lot more. Right now my baby's only 8 months. Once we get to like next summer, a year and a half-ish, a year and 8 months, I guess, to the day, if it was in July 4th. By the way, happy Independence Day, happy 4th of July to everybody on the channel. Really appreciate it. But just want to let everybody know what I'm doing. A couple of redemptions I did. And constantly using also my Venture card, my Venture X card. By the way, I used it at the airport going to San Francisco for one of my interviews. It was pretty cool, and in the San Francisco airport, I got to use the Priority Pass 2 times at the Priority Pass restaurants in San Francisco, and there was 2, so I got to use it at one and then go to the next one. $28 credit at both places. First place, I just had something to eat and like a beer. Left a tip, of course, and then went to the next place and just had a couple beers over there and back on my flight. So it was pretty cool. It was a couple ways to use that Priority Pass, and that's my favorite way to use Priority Pass is those restaurants. So I think it's a great place, and let me know, guys, if you guys have tried to use the Priority Pass lately, especially at the restaurants. And the Altitude Reserve actually has a Priority Pass. They only give 4 a year, but you can use them at restaurants. And the same thing at the Venture X. The American Express do not work there. They even had signs out in front of those restaurant lounges that they do not accept American Express Priority Pass, to let you know, so you don't think you're going to get to be able to get that $20 credit, and then at the end it says this Priority Pass doesn't work, right? So they were very aware of that. Probably many people have done it. So there's a few passes that still work, that actually all of them except for American Express are the ones that use it there. So anyway, that's another kind of redemption. I guess I redeemed my Priority Passes there, so that was pretty cool. Anyway, yeah, a lot of things going on. Again, lost my job, got a new, better job, been in temporary housing basically with Airbnb, Marriott, and Vacasa, using redemptions for Marriott and Vacasa. Got a whole month of free living out of it. You know, wasn't any place special, just where I am living, but you know, around that area. But you know, was at the same time pretty valuable to me. You know, getting a free month of living, and everything turned out really well. And again, we just wanted to talk about some of the redemptions, the priority pass I used, but that's really it. So, hey guys, that's really the video. Thank you so much for watching the channel. Thanks for sticking with me. If you're watching this right now, a loyal listener, that, you know, eventually I'm going to have more of a continuous pace to my videos. Right now, it's just a lot going on. So I hope you understand. And thank you guys again so much for watching the video. Thumbs up. Hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. And hit that bell notification so every time I do come out with a video, you be the first to know. Have a great one, guys. Happy 4th. Happy Independence Day. See you in the next one. Bye.